Hello, this is iMathit with Samuel Oke, and this channel is dedicated to helping young mathematicians reach their full potential as soon as possible. In this lesson, we will be focusing on how to evaluate the root of roots. So the problem we have to solve here as example is the square root of 7 plus 2 square root of 10. You will notice here that we have square root of 10, 2 square root of 10 under the square root. This is a more complex expression which can be difficult to deal with. So let us try to express it in a more easier, simpler form. So the square root of 7 plus 2 square root of 10. Let's equate that into square root of 2 constant a and b. So what we have to do now is calculate the value of a and b. Then we can come back and put it in the space, and we would have simplified the complex surd. So if we square both sides, we have the square root of 7 plus 2 square root of 10, the square root of it squared, equals square root of I plus square root of b squared. The square cancel the square root out, so we have 7 plus 2 square root of 10 on this side. And on the other side, let's go on and repeat this bracket. We don't have to do this every time, but for the sake of practice, let us just do it because some of us might need it. So we have 7 plus 2 square root of 10 equals, let's multiply that. That will be a square root of a times square root of b, square root of ab, square root of b times square root of a, plus square root of ib again, and square root of b times square root of b is b. So okay, now let's simplify the right hand side further. So we have a plus b plus 2 square root of ib. Yeah, there are two of them. And on this side we have 7 plus 2 square root of 10. So at this point, go on and check these out. You will notice that the left hand side and the right hand side share something that is related. The a plus b is at the same spot as the 7 that we have on the other side, so we can equate them. And the 2 square root of ib that we have on the right hand side, it's comparable to the 2 square root of 10 that we have on the left hand side. So let us call this first one equation 1, and let's simplify this further by dividing both sides by 2. So we have square root of ib equals square root of 10, right? So and if we square both sides, we have ib equals 10. Let's go on and call this 2. So at this point, let's go back to equation 1 and express b in terms of a. So we have b equals 7 minus I if we subtract I from both sides. So what we have to do now is we'll go on and put 7 minus a anywhere we see b in equation 2. So what I write here is I'm putting 3 into, because I've labeled that 3. So we'll have I into bracket 7 minus I equals 10. If we open the bracket, we have 7a minus I squared equals 10. So we have a quadratic. If we write it in proper form, we would have minus I squared plus 7a minus 10 equals 0. At this point, we are close to getting the final value of the two constants we put earlier. So the general form of quadratic is as squared plus bs plus c equals 0. Please, if you are getting value from this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more educational content like this. So we can factorize this. So but first we have to multiply the c component there by -1, which is the coefficient of I squared. So we have minus I squared plus 7a and plus 10 equals 0 plus 10. You see that? So what would multiply? What factor will multiply to give plus 10 and will add up to give plus 7? So plus 5 and plus 2 will do the magic. So we have minus I squared and plus 2i and plus 5i and plus 10. So we won't put plus 10, so we'll put minus 10 that we have originally in the equation. So let's break this in part so we can factorize it in part. So we have a into brackets minus a plus 2. So let us repeat what we have in the bracket. So we have minus a plus 2, right? So what we multiply by minus a to give plus 5a. So that will be minus 5, right? And if we multiply minus 5 by plus 2, it gives minus 10. So taking the component outside, we have a minus 5 and we have I minus I plus 2 in the two brackets, all equals 0. So therefore, I minus 5 equals 0, or minus I plus 2 equals 0. So I equals 5, or minus I equals minus 2. So, and that is going to be I equals 2, right? So we can conclude that I equals 5 or 2. So we can go on and put this as the value of our A and B. But you are wondering, we have not calculated the value of B. Well, if we are to calculate the value of B, we are going to get the same answer. So well, let's go on and do it. Let us substitute each of these value for A in equation 1, which is I plus B equals 7. So let us firstly put A equals 5 in A plus B equals 7. So we have so when I equals 5, so we have 5 plus B equals 7, right? So, and if we subtract 5 from both sides, we have B equals 7 minus 5, which is 2. So you notice that is the answer we get there. You can go on and try the other one by yourself. So if you put the A equals 2, you would also get B equals 5. So we can conclude now that I equals 5 and B equals 2. Or you can also write B equals 5 and A equals 2. So either way, it will yield the same result. Remember how we write that earlier on in the problem. So we can now conclude the solution to this problem, that the square root of 7 plus 2 square root of 10 is equal to square root of 5 plus square root of 2. And those are the two constants. And by now, we have reduced the fraction into a more simpler form. And there you have it. Please hit the like button. Thank you. And until next time, keep mathing it, keep winning.